Ever felt like the black sheep at your own family table? Like they can't see the greatness within you that you yourself are just beginning to realize? You're surrounded by people who share your blood, but not your vision. Their eyes burn with judgment, and the silence between words is filled with unspoken disdain. This isn't just a family gathering. It's a battleground where your spirit is tested. You know the truth. They never understood you, and they never will. This message is not for everyone. It's for those who feel the pull of something greater. If you're ready to confront what others fear, stay with me. If not, this isn't your path. The first step to cut off your toxic family is to recognize their hidden jealousy. When they ask how you're doing, their smiles never reach their eyes. They're fishing for flaws, not genuine joy. You can see it, can't you? The insincerity lingers in every comment, every forced laugh, every dismissive nod. You walk into a room and it feels like stepping into a den of predators waiting to pounce on any sign of weakness. You hear them speak, but their words are laced with venom, their compliments a dagger wrapped in silk. They talk about your successes, but their tone is sharp, cutting through the facade of family support like a knife. It's not pride they feel, it's envy, seething just beneath the surface, desperate to pull you down to their level. You catch them exchanging glances, a silent agreement that you're not to be celebrated, but tolerated, at best. Their jealousy is hidden in plain sight, masquerading as concern, as if they're worried about how you'll handle the pressure of your achievements. But you see through the charade. Their questions are not about your well-being, but about how close you might be to stumbling, to proving them right, that you're no better than the rest of them. This is the moment you realize that their so-called love is conditional, based on the assumption that you remain small, manageable, less than what you are destined to be. Their jealousy isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a poison, slowly trying to seep into your soul, to dull your shine so they can feel more comfortable in their mediocrity. Recognizing this hidden jealousy is the key to breaking free, to severing the ties that bind you to a family that cannot handle your light. And the truth is, your light will only grow brighter the further you distance yourself from their shadow. Trust shattered by someone you once considered an ally cuts deeper than any wound, because it strikes at the very foundation of your relationship. You confided in a close cousin, someone you believed was your confidant, your supporter in a sea of pretenders. But the truth reveals itself like a hidden blade, as this cousin takes your secret and wields it like a weapon, turning others against you. The pain is not just in the betrayal itself, but in the stark revelation that even those who share your blood can harbor venomous intentions. The bond you thought was unbreakable is now severed, leaving you to question every interaction, every word exchanged. The facade of family unity crumbles as you realize that loyalty is not a given, but a rare treasure that few are worthy of. In the quiet solitude of your thoughts, you find yourself haunted by a vision, a warning cloaked in symbolism. A serpent, sleek and silent, slithers close, its presence unmistakably threatening. This is no ordinary dream, but a message from a place beyond the physical, urging you to be vigilant. The serpent's cold eyes and subtle movements remind you that betrayal often comes from those who move in the shadows, those you least expect. It's a call to sharpen your instincts, to trust the inner voice that whispers when something is not right. This serpent, a harbinger of caution, embodies the very betrayal you have experienced, showing you that trust must be earned, not freely given. The realization that even family can betray is the catalyst for cutting them off, for guarding your heart against those who would see you fall. You cannot afford to ignore the signs. The serpent's warning is clear. Protect yourself, for betrayal lurks where you least expect it. Protecting your peace by setting boundaries is essential to cutting off your toxic family. Boundaries are the fortress walls you erect to shield your spirit from the arrows of negativity and disrespect that fly from those who should support you. You've tolerated the snide remarks, the condescending tones, the subtle digs that chip away at your self-worth. But tonight, at yet another family dinner filled with their thinly veiled insults, something within you shifts. A fire ignites, burning away your fear and hesitation. You lock eyes with the source of the latest insult, and without a quiver in your voice, you declare that this will no longer be tolerated. The words spill from your mouth with the weight of 1,000 unsaid truths, each syllable a stone in the foundation of the boundary you are building. The room falls silent, a thick tension hanging in the air, as the gravity of your words sinks in. They weren't expecting you to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand that they are no longer permitted to cross. This is the moment of your liberation, a powerful, terrifying liberation that marks the end of their control over your emotions. You can feel the shift, a palpable energy coursing through your veins as you reclaim your power, your peace. This boundary isn't just a statement. It's a shield, an impenetrable force field that protects the sanctity of your spirit from the toxic fumes of their resentment. They may bristle, they may push back, but it doesn't matter. You've made it clear that their words will no longer hold any power over you. The line is drawn, and they are left standing on the other side, bewildered by your newfound strength. This is how you protect your peace, how you ensure that your light continues to shine, undimmed by the shadows of their negativity. When you cut off a toxic family member, blocking them from your social media and halting all communication, the act is more than just a click or a silence. It's a severing of the chains that have held you in place for far too long. As you block their access to your life, an immediate wave of relief washes over you, like a breath of fresh air in a room that has been suffocating for years. But with that relief comes a pang of guilt, the old, deep-seated belief that family is everything, gnawing at your resolve. A voice from your past that insists blood is thicker than water. Yet this is not just about a family bond. It's about survival, about protecting the sanctity of your soul from their corrosive influence. The guilt is a phantom, a shadow of an old loyalty that no longer serves you. You understand now that the idea of family is not just about blood, but about the energy you allow into your life. To reinforce this newfound clarity, you perform a spiritual cleansing, a ritual that solidifies your decision in both the physical and spiritual realms. Whether it's the scent of sage filling the air, the flicker of a candle's flame, or the whispered words of a prayer, this act cleanses not only your space but your spirit, ridding it of the negative energy they once brought into your life. This cleansing ritual is more than a symbolic gesture. It's an affirmation of your power, your ability to control who has access to your energy. As the smoke rises, as the candle burns, you feel the last remnants of their hold on you dissolve, replaced by a profound sense of peace. Cutting off these toxic ties is not an act of cruelty, but an act of love, for yourself, for your future, for the light that you are meant to shine without the shadows of their negativity looming over you. The moment you sever ties, the manipulative strings of guilt will begin to tighten, woven into phrases like, "But we're family," or "How can you be so heartless?" These words are designed to ensnare you, to pull you back into the toxic web from which you fought so hard to escape. But you must remain unyielding, for your peace and well-being are worth more than the deceptive comfort of a dysfunctional connection. The guilt they try to impose is nothing more than a tool of control, a desperate attempt to keep you tethered to their narrative, where they can continue to feed on your energy. In the midst of this emotional onslaught, a sign appears, a butterfly landing gracefully nearby, or perhaps a soft whisper in your mind reminding you of your strength and purpose. This is not a coincidence, but a message from the universe, a divine affirmation of the path you've chosen. The butterfly, a symbol of transformation and resilience, reflects the very journey you are on, emerging from the confines of toxicity to spread your wings in the light of your true self. The soft voice, gentle yet firm, echoes the truth you already know. Their guilt is not your burden to carry. You stand firm, anchored by this sign, knowing that to fall for their emotional traps would be to betray yourself. The manipulation is clear now, the illusion of family solidarity shattered by their actions. You are not heartless. You are protecting your heart, preserving the sanctity of your spirit. The guilt they project is a reflection of their own fear, their inability to control you any longer. And so, you stay resolute, understanding that your strength is not just in cutting ties, but in resisting the pull to reconnect out of guilt. Your peace, your freedom, is worth every ounce of resolve, and you refuse to let it be compromised by their attempts to drag you back into the darkness from which you've already emerged. You have to understand that not all families are bound by blood. The ties that once seemed unbreakable begin to fray as you realize that the true essence of family lies not in shared ancestry, but in the connection of souls who genuinely care for your well-being. Blood may link you to those who share your DNA, but it is the spirit that binds you to those who see and support your true self. In the warmth of a new circle of friends, you find what you've longed for, a sanctuary where your dreams are nurtured, your heart is safe, and your soul is free to soar. These bonds, forged in the fires of mutual respect and understanding, become the true definition of family, offering a love that is unconditional and unwavering. As you sit in quiet meditation, reflecting on the path you've walked, a profound connection washes over you, a deep sense of peace and belonging that you've never felt with your blood relatives. It's as if the universe itself is reaching out, affirming that you've found your true family in spirit. The energy surrounding you feels pure, untainted by the bitterness and jealousy that once clouded your life. You feel the presence of your new family, not just in the physical realm, but in the very fabric of your existence, as though their spirits are intertwined with yours, offering strength, guidance, and love. This realization is liberating, a release from the chains of obligation and guilt that once held you captive. You understand now that family is not determined by blood, but by the depth of connection and the sincerity of care. The love you receive from these new bonds fills the void left by the toxic ties you've severed, proving that true family is found in those who uplift, support, and stand by you through every storm. And in this understanding you find peace, knowing that you are no longer alone, but surrounded by those who truly see and cherish the light within you. You've always known you were different, the one who dared to question the unspoken rules, the one who didn't fit into their mold of conformity. What they saw as rebellion, you now recognize as the manifestation of your unique path, a path that was never meant to be walked alongside those who seek to stifle your light. Being the black sheep was never a curse, but a mark of distinction, a clear indication that you were destined for something far greater than the life they tried to impose on you. This realization dawns like a revelation, illuminating the truth that your isolation was not a punishment, but a necessary step toward your liberation. In a moment of profound spiritual clarity, whether through a dream rich with symbolism or a deep meditative experience, you see the truth laid bare before you. You are not just the outcast, the misunderstood black sheep. You are the chosen one, selected by forces greater than yourself to break free from the chains of toxic influence. This vision or experience doesn't just reveal your uniqueness, it confirms your purpose, showing you that your path of solitude is not an act of defiance, but a divine mission. You were never meant to blend in, to follow blindly. You were born to lead, to be the light that guides others out of the darkness. This understanding fills you with a newfound strength, empowering you to fully sever ties with those who can no longer accompany you on your journey. You realize that standing alone is not a sign of weakness, but of unparalleled strength, a testament to your resilience and unwavering commitment to your true purpose. As the black sheep, you are the trailblazer, the one who sees beyond the illusions of familial loyalty, who understands that true family is found in those who support your growth, not those who attempt to keep you small. In embracing your role, you embrace your destiny, stepping fully into the power that has always been yours to claim. When you make the decision to step away, it's not an act of anger or resentment, but one of self-preservation wrapped in compassion. You craft a final message, not with the sharpness of a sword, but with the softness of a feather, wishing them well while making it unmistakably clear that you must remove yourself from their presence for the sake of your own peace. This message is a declaration of your boundaries, spoken from the heart, not with the intent to wound, but to heal both yourself and the relationship that can no longer be sustained in its current form. The words flow with an energy of closure, severing the ties that have bound you to a cycle of pain, without leaving room for bitterness to fester. As you press send, a profound wave of peace cascades over you, a gentle yet powerful affirmation from the universe that you've made the right choice. This peace is not just an absence of conflict, but a deep, soul-enriching calm that signals the release of a heavy burden you've carried for far too long. It's as if the very forces that govern existence are thanking you for choosing love over anger, for choosing yourself over the toxicity that once surrounded you. The act of detachment, performed with compassion, transforms what could have been a bitter severance into a sacred act of self-love and respect. This release is not just emotional but spiritual, as the weight of past conflicts dissolves, leaving you light and free. The universe acknowledges your decision, reflecting it back to you through the peace that now fills your heart. In detaching with love, you not only protect your own spirit, but also send a message to the world that love is the highest power, even in separation. This act doesn't close doors, but opens new ones, where only those who align with your highest good may enter. The moment you sever those draining ties, you step into a new reality where your energy is no longer siphoned by negativity. The weight that once pressed down on your shoulders lifts, and in its place, you find an expanse of calm that allows your spirit to breathe freely. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now present themselves with startling clarity, as if the universe has been waiting for this moment to shower you with blessings. The absence of their toxic influence clears the way for growth, for abundance, for the flowering of your true potential. You begin to notice that your thoughts are clearer, your emotions steadier, and your path illuminated as never before. In this newfound peace, the universe begins to speak to you in ways that are undeniable. Synchronicities appear, repeating numbers, symbols that resonate deeply, and dreams that carry messages from the divine. These are not random occurrences, but clear affirmations that you are on the right path, that the decision to cut ties was divinely guided. Your spirit, once weighed down by the heavy chains of familial toxicity, now soars with a lightness that you haven't felt in years. Your connection to the divine deepens, as if a veil has been lifted, allowing you to see and feel the spiritual forces that have always been with you, guiding and protecting you. This shift is not just external but internal, a profound transformation that touches every aspect of your life. Your intuition sharpens, your purpose becomes clearer, and you realize that reclaiming your peace was the key to unlocking the life you were always meant to live. The chaos they brought into your world is replaced by harmony, the noise by silence, and the darkness by light. In reclaiming your peace, you reclaim yourself fully and completely, stepping into the power that was always yours to wield. You stand alone, in a quiet place where the echoes of your past no longer haunt you. The weight of toxic family ties has finally lifted, leaving you with a sense of peace so profound it reverberates through every cell of your being. This is not just a momentary relief, but a powerful affirmation that you have reclaimed control over your life. You have taken back the energy that was once siphoned away by those who could never truly understand or appreciate the depth of your spirit. The air is clearer, your thoughts sharper, your soul lighter. These are the tangible rewards of your courage to cut ties that no longer served your highest good. The message is undeniable. Cutting off toxic family is not an act of cruelty, but an essential act of self-preservation. It is a declaration that your well-being is non-negotiable, that your path to becoming the best version of yourself cannot be compromised by the negativity of others. You are not abandoning them, you are choosing yourself, choosing to walk a path illuminated by your own light, rather than dimming it to accommodate their shadows. This act of severance is a powerful rite of passage, a necessary step in your spiritual journey that allows you to rise above the limitations imposed by others and fully step into the divine purpose that has always been yours. Now, as you stand in this newfound clarity, I urge you to share your story. Your experiences, your struggles, and your triumphs are not just your own. They are powerful testimonies that can inspire and empower others who are on the cusp of making the same bold decision. Let your voice be heard, and let it resonate with those who are still trapped in the web of toxic ties. Your story could be the catalyst that sets them free.